Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Chris Loves Comics. It's Thursday. I hope you guys have found everything that you were looking for on New Comic Book Day yesterday. I'm going to briefly be going over my A plus books, but I'm really excited for next Tuesday. Next Tuesday is my wife's procedure. Hopefully, I'm sure. I mean, it's all in God's and science's hands, but I'm sure she's going to do well. They're going to remove the lump, and hopefully after that it's just radiation and then hopefully remission. But again, we really appreciate all your positivity. It really means a lot to us. But with that out of the way, I'll be going over my A plus books. I'm also going to put a link in the description down below of a few of my friends who have comic book channels, movie channels, and video game channels. They're really great people. But we'll start off with a DC book. I bought this on a whim, and I'm glad I did. This is Batman Gotham by Gaslight, the Kryptonian Age. Now, the original one, I believe, I don't know if it's Mike Mignola who did the original one. He may have done the art, but this is done by Andy Diggle, and this takes an interesting look at the Dark Knight without giving too many spoilers. He fights the League of Assassins, but in Victorian time in the year around 1892. But this was definitely a good book. I know it's a miniseries, and yeah, I'll give it a whirl. Next up is Transformers issue number 9 by Daniel Warren Johnson. I really like this cover with Optimus holding a fractured Earth. The Autobots are still getting their butts handed to them by the Decepticons. Now that Shockwave and Soundwave have joined forces, now Shockwave is the Decepticon from the Void Rivals series. He's that guy. But the art by Jorge Corona is very well done. I'm glad. I know Daniel Warren Johnson was both on art and script, and I'm glad that the art hasn't really suffered, and especially with a page like that. But the Autobots and Decepticons are continuing their battle over supremacy over the Earth and the universe, and Shockwave gets a nice little pile driver on Optimus. He's just getting his butt kicked. This is I'm really enjoying this book. This definitely takes a more serious tone with the Autobots and the Transformers and the Decepticons, but I'm really enjoying it. This is definitely an A plus book. And another book that I've been enjoying. This is only issue number 2 of Dick Tracy. Now this is a really good crime noir book. Now I think it was 1990, the one with Warren Beatty and believe it or not, Al Pacino. It was an all-star cast, actually. In the old Dick Tracy movie, you had Dustin Hoffman as Mumbles, William Forsythe as Flat Top, Paul Sorvino as Lips Manless. It was definitely a who's who of, and I think Dick Van Dyke was actually the corrupt official. But the way this is written, you have Itchy talking to this one guy, this one war vet. He's coming home looking for work, but he's also looking for the guys who killed his brother, and he thinks he has it in the form of Itchy. And if you know who Itchy is, then you realize that could be the case. Also, I like how Dick Tracy, I guess he was also a World War II vet. He's just having flashbacks of him in Germany. He wakes up with nightmares of it. They're really fleshing out the character. I love it. And there was a hit in the last issue that goes down that was on in the city, but also when Mumbles is caught by the police for trying to turn in some state's evidence. He gets caught in the way, and Flat Top gets his hands on him, and he shoots him dead. And now that the way the story ends off is Lips Manless. Mumbles was one of Lips Manless's men. So now Big Boy Caprice and Lips Manless are gonna fight each other. I really love that. You can definitely tell why he's called Lips Manless. But they're getting ready for war. So that was That was a really great issue for that. A book that is just, if you're new to this, they're the Ghost Machine stories. They're books they're all by Jeff Johns and different artists. There's Jason Fabok, Gary Frank, but this one, Geiger, issue number 3. This is just a fantastic book. It's a really good dystopian story. So if you like stuff like Mad Max, the Mad Max movies or the Road Warrior movies, you'll definitely enjoy this book. And I like how they go back to a character that's part of the Ghost Machine universe. The trade is out for this guy called Junkyard Joe. He was sort of an android that was fighting alongside our boys in Vietnam. And it's just you go back there, but then you come back to this library where Geiger, Tariq, and the Knight are trying to they're just trying to make their way and survive. But they talk about the value of books and how books, especially Tariq, Geiger, he loved reading to his daughter, and it takes you back on some good scenes here with Geiger trying to explain the importance of books, but they're interrupted. There's this group of cannibals that come by, and they're led by the governor, and they're trying to, kill Geiger. But there's some just really great art where Geiger pulls out the rods from his back, and he just lights these guys up. It's just a fantastic book, and I love the human moments between the Knight and Geiger, especially when the Knight accidentally burned one of Geiger's books, and he went on a raid to another library, and he found that same exact book, and Geiger's starting to warm up to the Knight. But that was a very well done story, and that's it for this week. I know it was kind of brief. I have some things to do with getting ready for my wife. Also, we're planning a fun weekend. We're going out for dinner. I figured just have a nice weekend to ourselves. We really haven't had some quiet time to ourselves since all this stuff, and with our personal lives, with our work and stuff. It'll be good to just kick back, relax, and enjoy each other's company. But thank you again, everybody, for all the kind wishes, and please follow my friends in the description down below. You'll definitely love their channels. All right, have a great weekend, everybody, and God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.